Hope that all of you have enjoyed making burger buns. And I'm sure you've understood how to knead the dough and how to determine the proofing timings. We will move on to our next recipe, which is herb rolls. Here, I'll be using 50% of wholemeal flour and 50% of white flour. Adding wholemeal flour to our dough makes it much more healthier and tastier. Wholemeal adds flavor to our dough, and as wholemeal contains bran and germ, and bran and germ contains a lot of minerals and vitamins and folic acid, phytic acid, our bread becomes much more nutritious. For any given recipe, you can substitute white flour with wholemeal flour. Even for our burger bun recipe, you can substitute our white flour with wholemeal. But always substitute, start with a 25% of substitution. And if you're happy with the results, go for a 50% substitution and then 100% wholemeal bread. While adding wholemeal flour to our dough, we have to be careful about the amount of flour that we add. As wholemeal contains bran, it absorbs moisture and we tend to use less flour. So always, while substituting white flour with wholemeal flour, keep in mind that wholemeal absorbs more moisture. Now, coming to our recipe, we will be using white bread flour and wholemeal bread flour. Now, what is bread flour? There are different types of flours available in the market. We have bread flour or strong flour, we have all-purpose flour, we have cake flour, pastry flour. The amount of protein in each flour is different. That's what it makes each flour special. Like in strong flour and bread flour, we have around 11 to 13% of protein. All-purpose flour has got 9 to 11% of protein. Cake flour has got 9%, and pastry flour, which is the lowest in gluten or protein, it has got 8% of protein. Now, in most of my recipes, I'll be using bread flour because of its higher gluten content. Now, if you don't have bread flour in your place, you can always substitute it with all-purpose flour. It will give you equally good results. Here, we'll be using instant yeast. Again, you can substitute instant yeast with active yeast. The only thing is we have to activate the yeast before adding to our dough. How do you activate the yeast? We have to activate the yeast in little warm water. Take a little warm water and make sure it is just lukewarm. Feel the water at the back of your palm. It should feel just warm to touch. If it is too high, if the temperature of the water is too high, the yeast will die. If you have a thermometer, you can check the temperature. It should be between 100 and 110 Fahrenheit. Any temperature above 110 Fahrenheit would kill the yeast. So take little warm water, add a little bit of sugar, stir, then add your active yeast. Stir again and keep it covered for 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, you will have a frothy mixture. That is a sign that yeast has become active. Then you can add to a dough. If after 10 minutes the mixture is not frothy, then you will have to throw it off. Probably the temperature of the water was too high, or the yeast was not good, it is expired. So check the expiry date of your yeast as well. Now, the other ingredients that we'll be adding are sugar. Here for the liquid ingredient, we'll be adding water, then salt, and we are going to flavor our dough with basil, oregano, garlic and onion, and little bit of cheese. And we'll be adding little olive oil to our dough. Mixing and kneading the dough is just like our burger bun recipe. After mixing the dough, we will stuff these buns with cheese. Now you have the option of making them as plain herb rolls or cheesy herb rolls. We will start with our recipe now.